sure that I extend the happy holidays to the entire universe on this edition of Branded After Dark. I Am Branded is in the house tonight alongside the beautiful host, Sweet Aaron. Sweet Aaron, happy holidays, baby.
Happy holidays. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Branded After Dark. We got a good show today. Tonight.
Yes, indeed. Tonight is going to be a very good night because, you know, we leading off with a music icon and someone that, when it comes to music, and actually I want to put this guy on in a second, but I got to make sure I give him the proper intro. But, of course, Branded After Dark is brought to you by Nexxlegacy.com, Nexxlegacy.com. So I hope y'all ready. I mean, we got 2 interviews tonight. We leading off with an icon, and we just basically, we have a very good topic. We have good music. We have good everything tonight for the next 2.5 plus hours or whatnot. So we're about to deliver it like no other. And the guest leading off is someone that I have the utmost respect for. He's a music legend. He is here, and we're gonna pick his brain when it comes to a lot of things, music, and you know, hey, I wanna welcome Mr. Greg Hill of the legendary Delfonics on the Branded After Dark. Mr. Hill.
Hey, how you doing, man?
Beautiful.
Hello.
Hello.
How are
you doing? All right.
Good.
You know, it's a little late here on the East Coast, but I figured I'd stay up a little past my bedtime and mess with you guys tonight, you know?
Right? I'm over here, too. I know exactly what you mean by that.
Yeah.
And Mr. Hill, I appreciate you taking the time out to give us a call and to talk music. So, I mean, before we even start with the particulars and the questions, I mean, happy holidays. How are you? How's things?
Same to you. I'm doing all right, you know, getting ready for the holidays, gearing up, you know. It's all good.
Very good, very good.
Yeah, it's crazy out there with the Christmas shopping and everything to do, and we're almost ready over here, too. So.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you, I've been a fan for seemed like millions of years, and just being able to, you know, have this kind of this time to be able to talk to you is definitely an honor. So, you know, I'm gonna get right to it, and just basically just tell you thank you, of course, for, you know, just continuing to still pushing and putting the Delfonics name out there and just continuing the legacy, because you know, with music nowadays, it's hard to do, and I definitely commend you for, you know, still grinding, still doing your thing.
Yeah, we trying to keep that, you know, classic soul alive, you know, because people try to forget, you know, they try to forget, but once you hear those songs, you know, it take you back. It's timeless. That's timeless music.
Mm-hmm. Now, you know the age-old question that's always been out there, especially when people think about Delfonics, and you know, and I know you're still doing shows and doing different types of things currently, right?
Oh yes, oh yeah.
Still keeping busy. So you know that question that I know millions of people out there probably want to know is, you know, I know you got something new coming soon, right?
Well, we trying to work on some things. You know, we trying to come with something, you know, it's kind of hard these days. You try to, you know, you want to keep that same classic soul sound, but at the same time, you got to put a little twist on it now, you know.
Right.
You know, you're trying to get some fresh ears out there and, you know, attract some fresh ears, so you got to, you know, come a little right. The last thing we did was, oh, man, it was 2005. We did a single with Rick Ross.
Yes, I was going to ask you about that, too. How did that come to light? Because I heard it, and it was nice to see y'all active, especially working with a lot of current industry folks. So how did that come together?
Yeah, well, we was working on the album. We was working on the album back in about 2004 or whatever, and you know, the people we did this album with, they was like, well, there's this guy, Rick Ross, that, you know, he wanted to do a little duo with you guys, and we was like, who the hell is Rick Ross? And I did a little research, and so back then that's before he really started coming out.
Right.
He was out there, but he wasn't like he was now. So I heard some of the stuff he was doing, and I kind of once it was done. Unfortunately, the record company did not get behind it like they should have and promoted it properly. But the single was done, so we still try to let people know that was there, and we trying to get our little street cred. You know what I'm saying?
I think at the end of the day, I think you're gonna have that whether if you would have did a track with that guy or not, just for the simple fact that still to these parties, these house parties, these different types of not just clubs, ladies' night, slow jams, whatever. Delfonics music is always gonna be up there. I mean, from Daddy's Home to Didn't I Blow Your Mind to La 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 to Over and Over and so many different iconic tracks. I mean, y'all gonna still be still having relevant music for generations on end, because I mean that's how y'all got down.
Absolutely. I grew up listening to you guys. My mom is a major fan, and she is so jealous of me right now. Oh wow! Didn't I blow your mind this time? That's one of my ultimate favorites. When are you guys coming to Miami?
Well, you know what? I don't know. We hoping this year we start, moving a little further out. I mean, we've been, a little bit here, a little bit there. We're getting ready to try to go over the water for a minute. But, hopefully soon. Hopefully soon.
Coming to a spot near you. I'm sure it is. Greg Hill's our guest on Branded After Dark, legendary Delfonics icon. And I mean, let me ask you this, man. How do you feel? You talked about the Rick Ross track that was done a little while ago, but how do you feel about just the soul of R&B music now as we approach 2013, going into a new year? How do you feel about it in general today?
You know what? It's cool. It's you got some artists that's out there, really still doing it, really singing, but then you got a bunch of artists that, caught up in that what you call that thing, auto tunes and all that. And they doing their thing, but hey, it is what it is. It is.
You don't feel that R&B is kind of diminishing nowadays? I mean, to me, it isn't the way it was, and it will never be the way it was. I hope I'm wrong. I hope, we can turn this thing around somehow. But I feel like true, authentic R&B is truly getting lost these days, and it hurts. It really hurts me, because that's where my R&B music is really, truly where my soul lies. And, today's R&B just isn't cutting it for me anymore.
Well, you know what? You said it. I didn't. See, I didn't want to say that, but listen, let me tell you something. One of these new jacks may want to do a little collabo with us. So you know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I won't burn no bridges. I ain't even going to cross yet, So
I'll say this.
I'm gonna let you go ahead on and talk that mess.
I would love for you guys to collab with New Edition. That would be awesome. That would be a dream come true. Wow.
Oh yeah.
You guys can hook up.
And Greg, I feel you when you say, you don't want to burn no bridges, especially the industry is so small nowadays. I mean, it's big, but it's small enough to know that rumors do get out and comments can be misconstrued and stuff like that. So I get it. But, as a guy, because, I got this comment from one of your fans, because once people found out Greg Hill, the Delfonics was going to be on, then, the emails always comes in. And she pretty much put it into perspective as far as how, it's viewed nowadays. If you want the quick hitters, the one-night stand joints, you're going to get all this current music. But if you want real long-lasting, make love, let's have a baby in the marriage and the whole deal. And let's turn on some Delfonics, some classic Stevie Wonder, some some of these real Marvin Gaye joints, and so on and so forth. That's kind of how she put it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's the truth. Like I said, the music out there nowadays is cool. But there's nothing like that classic soul.
Amen to that.
No. They don't, to me, there is no climax of a song anymore. It's just, they get straight to it, say what they got to say, and then the song's over with. And you guys, knew how to, your music is storytelling. And it has, a beginning, a middle, and a climax at the end. And that's the way R&B is supposed to be to me. And you guys y'all need to come on back and save the day.
Hey, listen, like I was just checking out a little bit of that, checking this thing out on Centric, that R. Kelly lighted up tour or whatever he doing.
Right.
Listen, I love me some R. Kelly though. That's my man. Mm-hmm. But it's like from the first few lines. You know what I'm saying? It's like you said, they don't leave nothing to the imagination.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I was checking out something he was talking about, hitting it in the kitchen and all this, that, and other, making the food or something. I don't know what the hell was going on, but I ain't gonna lie, it do sound good, but it's just you gotta, our shows, you got some old folks watching, so you can't really just get too crazy, get them folks too warmed up. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them got hard machines on and all kinds of mess. So
I feel you, Greg. I feel you, Greg, because it's a lot of people look at it as fast food, man. It's just sometimes fast food ain't good for you all the time. So a lot of people look at that where it's just classic joints, and I'm not saying that because you're on here. I mean, there's other people, myself included, that's more than likely giving you high, heavy props for, basically help create different generations. Like, I know you probably ran across a lot of people in your lifetime, man, but, hey, good looking out for this song. I'd have made a few babies off of that, got married off of that. I'm appreciative, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure you got that, right?
Oh, all the time, man.
There you go.
All the time.
There you go.
All the time. It's just amazing. I mean, some of the shows, we get younger folks out to the shows these days, and there's parts in the show where we let them sing along, and they know all the words. Mm-hmm. They know all the words. So it's just a beautiful thing that this music just continues to turn over to the next generation and the next generation.
Right.
We talking generations with Greg Hill of Delfonics on Branded After Dark. And how do you feel about all this social media networking now? Because I know it's you're the yeah, of course, I got. So you're like the man the man out of time in a lot of different ways. I mean, you've been around long enough, but still you still got that youth attached to you, where so many young kids still gravitate to the classic joints. So how do you feel about Twitter, Facebook, and all the social media grind now?
Well, you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I'm all up on Facebook. I'm all up in there.
Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Facebook. I run into a lot of people. That I knew back in the day, that I grew up with. Plus, I'm meeting a whole bunch of new people, and that's another way that we book a lot of dates. Through Facebook. So many people hit me up about this, that, and the other, performing in different places. And Twitter, I have a Twitter account, but I just can't get it. I just don't got it yet. You know what I'm saying? I got my little Twitter thing, but I'm still trying to learn, These things just move so fast, but, But Facebook is cool. Facebook. Listen, I still got my MySpace. Stop playing.
I heard that. You tell them, man.
Yeah, listen,
you tell them.
A lot of people. Let me tell you something. A bunch of people, like at my shows, I ask, man, where are my Facebook people at? And then I say, where all the MySpace people at? Just a few people who talk about, oh yeah, I'm on there, but you know what? Every single person that I hit up on MySpace, everybody always talking about, I'm not on MySpace anymore. But once you hit them up, they get right back at me. So,
yes, sir.
You know, MySpace is still alive. You know, a lot of people don't think it is, but it is.
Come on, man. I still got mine too, man. So you already know. You already know.
Let me just say this: like a few people on our staff, they have no idea how to work Twitter. So I will extend my hand out to you, and if you want to get together and I can teach you how to do Twitter over the phone, I'm here for you.
Okay. I might have to take you up on that one.
And Greg, if you master Facebook, I'm pretty sure you'll be able to master Twitter in no time.
Yeah.
You'll be all right.
Yeah,
You'll be all
and
right.
Twitter
Yeah. In fact,
end up going in your mind.
can I give the people my Facebook
Absolutely.
thing?
Absolutely.
It's Greg, Greg Hill, Hill, Delfonics. Greg Hill Delfonics at Facebook.
Okay, great.
You can always look me up on that. My
Go add that
website
man on Facebook today, like right now. Not now, but right now. Go hit that man up right now. Add him. Hit him up.
Yeah, I'm always
As soon
on
as I
that.
get my laptop, I'm jumping on it. But I'm going to tell you and warn you that when you finally do get on Twitter more, it's going to change your world. It really is, because you're going to get to touch the lives of a whole lot more people. And, you know, they're really going to be able to give you feedback and everything, even more than what you get on Facebook. And I think that you'll really, really enjoy it and use it as a very good, positive tool.
Okay. I'm definitely trying.
Trying to put you on the tweet game, but that is all good. That is all good. What about what about Delfonics website? Y'all got that going?
The website is the Delfonicsreview.com. The Delfonics, REVUE.com.
Gotcha.
And also my company here in New York, I have a production company where I book out classic soul acts and you know, do a lot of things on there. The name of my company is Soul One, the number one, Soul1Entertainment.com. You can always check out that. That's my entertainment company.
Gotcha. I mean, you pretty much, you know, continuing to build your legacy, build your empire, do things, you know, with your imprint. How do you feel about just the record labels from how it used to be? Because it seemed like, you know, not to try to put an entire dark cloud on just music from the labels to the actual music itself, but the record labels, you know, we all know, just like radio, is not what it used to be. It's a different deal. You know, a lot of people used to get excited when they heard their records played on radio, and, you know, they celebrated, screamed up and down when they got signed to a label, or if Motown was talking to them, and so on and so forth. So give me your opinion about just the evolution of these labels now, and what happened to that excitement that people used to have.
Well, the evolution, basically in a nutshell, and a lot of these, you know, old school cats, they don't want to just come to terms with the fact that it basically got robbed back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
There's no other way to really put it. You got robbed. And,
Right.
You know, today, you know, the record labels really, you know, it's like, to really get out here and get your career moving, the best thing to do is try to, you know, do your thing independently.
Right.
And then maybe look into getting somebody to pick it up from there, because, you know, most of these labels, if you do want to go that route, they're looking for people that's a self-starter, that's doing their own thing. They're not just picking people up out the blue sky anymore. They got talent. If you got talent, you got to start, you know, using your head and learning to put your own little label together and sell your own product, because the internet is like, you know, that's where everything is.
Right.
So it don't take a whole lot to put your stuff out. You know, you just got to have the right product. Because there's all kinds of mess out here on the radio now. You know,
Amen to that.
I have people sending me things every day And I would say 80 to 90% is just plain garbage.
Mm.
You know, because everybody think they can sing, everybody think they can rap.
Right.
And that's not true.
Right.
You know, but you know, God bless. God bless. God bless. You know.
Amen, kid. I didn't keep pushing. What?
Say, you know. What's that?
No doubt. What do you real quick? What do you look for when you look for people to work with you? Like your business, you know, you getting ready to, you know, you work with different artists and things like that too. Is it more like artist development, or what does it actually entail?
Well, I like to deal with people, because I have a little recording studio here in New York too, and I like to deal with artists that basically are coming to the table with something already. You know, have an idea of where they going, and can let me hear where they trying to go.
Okay.
You know, because some people want you to just, you know, perform a miracle with nothing.
Right, right.
And you know, that's just a waste of time. Plus, a lot of these artists out here, honestly, you know, it's just, I've dealt with some artists from ground zero, just starting out.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you take them in the studio, you record them, and as soon as they finish that first song, it's like they start changing on you. They start acting like, you know, they've been out for years.
Wow.
You know, and all of a sudden they know everything, and then they looking at you like, why I'm not at the Grammys next month. And I'm like, y'all have no idea. A lot of these new artists, the bottom line, they think they don't have to pay dues anymore. They think that after they do a little record, maybe do one little stinking album, that they're supposed to be just a superstar.
Right.
Mm.
And that's so far from the truth. You know, it's just sad that you know, today the way the industry looks with, you know, video, YouTube, and all that, that people think that you start out just one record and you just blow up. That's just so far from the truth.
Everybody's not going to be Justin Bieber.
Oh, no. And it takes a while to get to that status. It just does not happen overnight.
Well, it seems to me, Greg, it seems to me like, you know, what you said is right on point, too, because, you know, I think especially nowadays the way the record labels are, a lot of people is you know, caught up in a fantasy that, you know, just because you're on TV or just because you do a video means that you've arrived and you're going to become the next, you know, Greg Hill at Delfonics, you know what I mean, or anybody on that level. And like you said, it takes a lot of work, hard work. It takes putting out more than just once what you call maybe a hit song or something like that. It dives a little deeper. Is that kind of like what you trying to school some of the people that come across your path when you do what you do?
Yeah, it's yes, that's exactly what I try to do. But then again, like I said, it takes so much to be an artist and a good artist. First of all, you got to educate yourself. You got to have some type of, you know, educate yourself on this business and know where you're going. And then, of course, you got to have some damn talent.
Mm-hmm.
And then you know, you have to have, you know, just good sense to understand when somebody's trying to help you and learn to listen. A lot of these cats out here do not want to listen. You know, like I said, they so caught up in, you know, today, oh, you know, the guy down the street is doing this. The guy, I seen this guy on TV doing this. I should be doing this. That's just, you know, it's a lot of hard work put into this.
That's right.
You know, a lot of hard work.
Greg Hill is our guest on Branded After Dark. And a couple of quick questions before we let you go, man. Go ahead, Aaron. Go toss one out there.
I just wanted to say that, you know, people don't realize that you're at the status you're at because apparently you knew and know what you're doing. So just shut up and listen and, you know, stop thinking you know everything. One thing I wanted to say was something just came to my mind just by the way that you're talking and things. Like, I think you would be a great judge on one of these, you know, American Idols or X Factors or whatever, because I think that you wouldn't let half the crap that passes through pass through.
I heard that.
I think you'd be awesome.
But you know,
I think that you'd be awesome. how did you meet up and join the Delfonics?
Well, oh boy, it was years ago. I mean, one of the original guys, he was working on an album. This was years ago, and I was one of the producers that I was. We had a little meeting. They wanted to hear some songs and whatnot, and he was like, "Well, the songs are cool, but it's not the vein of music how we want it to go." But and I demoed the songs myself, and so he was like, "But you got a nice first tenor." And so I said, "Okay, well, you know." And about a week later, he called me up and asked me would I want to go on the road, and I was like, "Oh hell yeah, let's go." So
I know that's right.
So we was out after that, and you know, but it you know, this Delfonic thing it was a wonderful experience, but there was some really crazy times, and it was some ups and downs because you know us folks, you know, people it's the funniest thing when you home, everybody's home, and everybody cool. As soon as you hit that road, for some reason, people change. They get out there in front of those people and act like they don't even know you. You on stage with guys that all of a sudden, you know, they act like they don't even know you. You know, everybody get caught up in itself, and so it can be really crazy. But which brings me to another point. I've been writing a book. Hopefully, I'll be getting it out there in 2013. It's kind of a little tell-all book a little bit, you know. It's about my experience with, you know, this Delfonics thing. And, you know, I'm sure a lot of them don't want me to actually release this book because you know, I'm telling a whole lot of stuff. You know, I'm considered, they consider me kind of like the black sheep of the family. Because, you know, I try to keep it real. What it is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And so, you know, my whole thing is, the whole basis of this book is basically when you go to these shows and stuff and see these classic soul groups on stage, it's all beautiful in front. But I'm talking about the stuff that goes on behind the curtains. You understand what I'm saying? Backstage.
Right.
You know, the foolishness that go on with these guys. So, you know, hopefully I'll have that out in 2013. And the name of that book is, I already got the name of it. The name of the book is Did Not Blow Your Mind.
I heard that. As it should. Hey, Greg, I don't think it should be any other title but that, man. Come on now. You know.
Exactly.
I'm going to blow your mind this time.
Amen to that. Before we wrap it up, people, if y'all want to go ahead and hit up Mr. Greg Hill on Facebook, go to facebook.com/Greg Hill Delfonics. And I got to tell you, man, I'm definitely appreciating your vibe and you know, trust me, because I'm out in the Bay Area. Aaron's out in Florida. We got staff throughout the world, you know, the universe basically. And you know, when you're doing your Delfonics reviews, man, if you come out to California or come out to the Bay Area, man, I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to sit down and so I can soak up some game. You know, I'm definitely appreciating that vibe.
Listen, you just let me know, man. But
I'm
hearing that there's.
I'm hearing out there.
Oh yeah, you do that. Please do. But I'm hearing that there's some little knockoff Delfonics group out there running around, acting like they're doing something out there.
Let it be known. Set it straight. Let them know there's frogs out there, man. We gotta make sure that we set the record, right?
You know, some cat. This guy, I'll even say his name because the truth is the truth. Some guy named Gary Stevens. He out there in California running around with some little fake non-stepping, non-singing Delfonics group. And all they doing is a shameful job.
Yes, sir.
You know, I'm you know, blow the whistle on his behind. You know?
As you should. As you should.
So,
Hey, that's what's up. But yeah, definitely, man. I'm looking forward to getting the original Delfonics to not just to California, but anything that we can be able to do to light a fire under some folks and get y'all down here. It'll be good to have a one-on-one dialogue with you, man. You seem like you got a wealth of knowledge. Definitely looking forward to your future projects and your book. And just giving us game, man, because we need this nowadays, man. I mean, with all these young, loose, and fast-ass little type of situations going on, man, we need some solid stability. And Greg Hill of the Delfonics can give that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I'm trying.
No doubt. Aaron, you want to say your goodbyes to Mr. Greg?
Well, I just wanted to say thank you so very much for calling in and, you know, talking to us. I had a blast, and I hope you'll call in again, and we can meet up in Florida. I can teach you what you need to know on Twitter, whatever you like. I just wanted to thank you so much for all the good years of music, for, you know, just everything. It's awesome and such an honor to speak with you.
Yeah, anytime, you know, especially late at night. You know, like I said, this is way past my bedtime now. I'm going to make me some tea. Yeah, I got to make me some tea and cheese and crackers, you know, and just chill out for a minute now because y'all done got me up, so I can't go to sleep right now.
We got you fired up right now, huh?
Hey, you're more than welcome to stay.
Hey, that's what it is. That's definitely what it is.
You know, just chilling out. But I definitely appreciate you guys having me on.
No doubt.
You know.
No doubt.
Always.
And I appreciate you. And once again, like I said, man, I know a lot of people, man, they always try to pull you in different directions, bro. But, you know, I appreciate you for doing everything that you have to be able to keep this, you know, this soulful music going. And the authenticity of it all, man, I think y'all displayed that. So, you know, many props. And I actually just sent you a Facebook friend request as well. So hit your boy up, and then you know, let's connect, man, because it'll be good talking to you some more. Don't be a stranger.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Appreciate it, man. Much love. Greg Hill of the legendary Delfonics on Branded After Dark. Thanks for the love, Mr. Hill.
Okay. Thank you, guys. Good night. Okay, peace.
Nexxlegacy.